Paul?
Yeah, this is Paul Hong. I'm a distinguished university professor and chair of Information System and Supply Chain Management at University of Toledo. Our two excellent speakers, mostly focused on individual and micro level. And my focus is more on macro level, what this AI era means, AI era in the Bible, and then what is like to live in this AI era in end times. So I'll start with the living in end times. End times is the time between Jesus' first coming and his return. So this AI era is considered part of these end times, which matches biblical warnings of its fast technological growth, moral confusion, and systems of global control. I think these are written in Daniel and 2 Timothy and Revelation and so forth, right? So AI is, many scholars say there's a revolution. Why? Because AI revolution fundamentally reshapes life by making its impact widespread and revolutionary across all aspects of life, individual, organization, nation, and the global scale. So more specifically, AI is rapidly changing all areas of life through what I call 5 Ps. Number one is productivity. By using AI, you will achieve more with less. And so tremendous work outcome in this research and then any actual the future work. Another one is AI will make the tremendous amount of information available. So therefore, based on information, your worldviews change. So their perspective is influenced. Another one is those with a critical information hold advantage. So therefore, in relation dynamics, AI will change the power. So those who use AI more judiciously, they will have more power. Another one is AI provides enormous wealth creation opportunities. So standard of living may actually become very different. So in terms of prosperity, it'll affect prosperity. And then another one is, I think the people and these humans and the AI-powered robots, the battle for the roles and rights, those things may occur. So in all these 5 aspects, AI really make big and huge differences. Already, a number of authors like, Huxley's Noble and Brave, New World 1932, George Orwell's 1984, and then this William Gibson's, Neuromancer, and then Nick Bossom's, this Super Intelligence. All these books have been really warning about this, actually caution about techno ages, what will do in human civilizations, okay? Among these recent books, I pay attention to Yuval Noah Harari's trilogy, Sapiens, Homo Deus, and 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. Here in the first 3 books, he actually talks something positive about human future, importance, adaptability in the modern challenges. But in contrast, the newest book, Nexus, highlights specifically how AI may drastically alter human interactions, governance, and decision-making, especially the loss of human control. It gets out of hand, and then manipulation and misinformation, and then as a result of a widespread technology and people depending on it, and then somehow lose their thinking scale, so erosion of democracy, okay? So in this sense, I think the way we are engaging in ministry, the central, this biblical message in AI era should be 2. Number one is the fallen nature of people who go against God. That means the Tower of Babel story warns that pursuing technology without God leads to pride, disobedience, and fragmentation, a danger mirrored by AI advancements today. So that is, I think, we have to keep reminding of this. But at the same time, the constructive roles of God's people. God calls his people to be holy, serving as a salt and light by ensuring technology upholds justice, truth, and dignity. So God's people should not escape to the wilderness, but actually engage in the world as the kingdom priest and holy nation, right? So in that sense, I think the Bible really talks about both reality and verse hope in an era. For example, Jeremiah 29:11 said, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and peace." I'm hoping future. And then Daniel 12:3, there'll be a time of distress, such as not happened from the beginning of nations until then. So this is really warning, but at the same time, many will go here and there to increase knowledge. That's exactly what happened in the era. But those who are wise will shine like the brightness of heavens. Those who lead men to righteousness like the stars forever. So here, both cautions and hope and vision are presented together in the Bible. So warning without hope breeds anxiety and fear, while hope without caution appears naive and irresponsible. So therefore, in a ministry, empowering ministry is a balanced message that acknowledges risk in the AI era while offering hope and constructive vision, empowers believers to face technological challenges with faith, wisdom, and resilience. In that sense, I find in Matthew 25, Jesus' three parables are very, very appropriate in living in this AI era. So Jesus' parable, Matthew 25, be watchful, faithful, and compassionate. This is actually very, very this relevant in this AI era in times. So specifically, Jesus says in parable of the 10 virgins, be watchful and ready. Be watchful about growing risks in this dangers in life, but also ready, right attitude and skill set to really live in these end times correctly. And then parable talents is be good and faithful. In other words, responsible stewardship and creativity for individuals and organizations and nations, and then really harness AI's transforming potential. And then third parable and goal is be compassionate, but at the same time engaging. Don't just escape and run away from it. So promote and share the prosperity to make this world a God blesses. Okay, all right. So in that sense, then what do we watch? Just watch how nations compete for AI-driven future. So right now, United States, China, Singapore, UK, France, South Korea, and Germany, and then Canada, Israel, and India, these 10 nations are leading tremendous amount of investment in so politics, digital populism, and then these wealth creation thing shift. So whoever wins in AI era, they will dominate the world. Okay. So watch also expanding new frontiers. So AI is not only helping us to find biodiversities, all this wonderful discovery, but AI may help resolving demographic challenges in life expectancy. When we have more than 10 billion people, how will we feed them? And how we can actually enlarge the expansion. And then right now, about the 71% of the world is the ocean, deep sea expansions, desert forestation. There is a 10% of this earth is a desert forestation. North American sea routes traveling instead of Pacific and then the Atlantic or through these North Atlantic. But most exciting is a space exploration travel through this AI generated tremendous innovation and so forth. So we'll see something this in like as we see in Star Wars movies. Okay. So with that, another one is that's what we need to watch for. Also prepare for the future world of work And so there is the World Economic Forum and Forbes identify what are the 10 skills that really is important in AI era, starting from creative thinking all the way down. But there is at least three categories. One is cognitive skills, technological skills, and relational self-management skills. But those skills are very, very crucial. Critical thinking skill, basic literacy, mostly you become more humans. In AI era, it's not instead of becoming more like a machine, real human is really more this crucial. So empathy, emotional intelligence, collaboration, ethical leadership, and service-minded. Wow, this more in AI era. Don't misunderstand. We must not become more like a machine, but more like human beings, genuine human beings. And so I really actually tried to see whether biblical characters will survive in the AI era. And then I put these Joseph, Daniel, Paul, Jacob, Moses, all these 30 different these biblical character. But amazingly, I think this assessment is these biblical character with humility has a tremendous cognitive skills with a continuous learning. Biblical characters with a faithfulness, they can match technical skills. So AI, these platform tools are user friendly. So if you spend time just as you know how to use a smartphone, you'll be able to use that. So faithfulness will actually help you to bear technical challenges. Another one is a goodness. Goodness, relation, self-management skills will help you to thrive. And finally, I have this final conclusion. So in this era, what are the things we need to do? Present biblical models that do not conform to the world but shine as the light, salt and light, and pursue work productivity. Ensure transparency and accountability. And also, you actually use AI-generated content, but actually watch and know. And then most importantly, evaluate AI value norms to legal principles. So conclusion, the AI era brings both immense challenges and transformative opportunities, reshaping how we work, interact, and uphold societal values. So to navigate this landscape, Christians must be aware of the world's tendency to build a world apart from God, at the same time, actively engage a salt and light in the world to guide technological advancements for Christ and his kingdom. Thanks for your attention, okay?